January 16, 2024 is a date that will continue to resonate in the minds of residents of Adenriola Street at the Bodija, as its impact spread for several kilometers across the ancient city of Ibadan, sending shock waves, damaging and destroying over 30 buildings and everything in sight. The cause of the explosion is still being investigated, but it is believed to be linked to the storage of explosives in a residential area. This incident has also raised concerns about safety and security in the region. 1 year down the line, the scars of the tragedy are yet to heal and left bare, while residents continue to advocate for justice and support for the affected families, with many unable to return to their homes.
We demanded justice, that those who caused the problem should be prosecuted, and there should be transparency so that people can have closure. That is assurance that those who caused the problem have been punished and that there will not likely be people who would do that kind of thing again.
It's been very difficult, extremely difficult for a lot of families, you know. Some have been able to put their lives back together, but many have not. And even if they did, or they have, you know, the memories lingers. Some look outside their windows and, you know, their neighbors are no more and all that. So it's been extremely difficult, I won't lie.
A remembrance service was also held for victims of the explosion. Speakers called for the strengthening of community bonds and harped on the importance of unity, vigilance and support for one another.
Man can provide little answers, but only God has all the answers. And that's why God spoke to us where I just read now. There is nothing hidden that will not be what? That will not be revealed.
I think it's all been promises and promises all the while, but we don't know when their promises will be fulfilled anyway.
What do you wish for, sir, at this time? It's a year already.
They are talking about support for victims, and we don't know when that will come about.
Some individuals have come to support the community, but over and beyond that, we keep hearing that the federal government and the state government are looking into it, but they've been looking for the last 1 year. Some actions were taken with regards to accommodating those that were affected, but again, even that had some commas, because those that were accommodated in hotels, etc., were also kicked out within like 30 days to 45 days in a very undignifying manner.
Our desire is to prevent any future occurrence again. We don't want any such thing to happen either in Bodija or any part of Oyo State. And His Excellency remains committed to protecting the lives of the residents and the citizens of Oyo State, and also our property.
5 cherished members of the Bodija community lost their lives in the January 16, 2024 tragedy, with over 70 victims sustaining varying degrees of injuries, while over 200 houses were damaged. It remains to be seen whether government will put a final stop to incidents like this, who experts have described as avoidable. The impact of the January 16 explosion is devastating and is yet to fizzle out of the psyche of those affected by this avoidable tragedy. They want government to put in place viable mechanisms that can stop a recurrence of this avoidable act. The charge also is for residents and indeed all citizens to be vigilant, and if you see something, you just have to say something. Olutayo Famous School, Arise News, Ibadan.